welcome back. Time now to visit with Richard Mulrooney, another new member of the Houston Dynamo. Richard, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, it's been San Jose, Dallas, Toronto, and now to Houston, and it's a very familiar situation for you. How excited are you to be here in Houston?
I'm thrilled. You know, I know a bunch of the guys from San Jose. I know the coaching staff, and basically the city of Houston's welcomed me in great. You know, the support here is wonderful for the first couple games, although we lost, but I'm looking forward to that first win, maybe come Saturday against New England, but first come first, we have a game against Toronto that we're looking forward to on Wednesday.
Now, how is it for you and your family, your wife? You know, it's not easy being moved from city to city in Major League Soccer.
For sure. You know, it's never easy, but having said that, I think when you talk about staffs in the MLS, the Houston staff off the field, such as Nick Koba, the coaching staff, and more important, the players, have helped me big time. You know, trying to find a house in the area, from temporary living, you know, finding a place that my wife and dog can stay at while I'm on the road. Stuff like that's important, and when I feel comfortable like that, it's when I can perform on the field like I have the past couple weeks.
And perform you did against Colorado as a right back. And,
yes.
And here's a place that you obviously added a great element to Houston from the possession standpoint and from building attacks.
Yeah, you know, when I got here, Dom just said, you know, be patient. We'll find a spot for you. And, you know, obviously with all the games in MLS this year, plus the Mexican tournament, plus the playoffs, U.S. Open Cup, you know, a lot of guys are going to play a lot of different spots this year. And right now it's on the right side. You know, maybe later on it's in the middle. Whatever it is, I'm here to contribute and help this team win a second championship.
All right, the third goal, I was in awe of how quickly you won the ball and how quickly, you know, the decision to play Brian Ching through was pretty amazing when watching it on replay. Ball left your feet quick.
Yeah, you know, I looked up, saw Brian wide open, and it just brought back great memories of me finding him in San Jose or with the national team, and obviously he's a great player, and anytime you can get him the ball, I'd rather have him the ball in front of the goal instead of me having it in front of my goal. So it was an easy target, and he made it look easy, obviously.
All right, David Beckham's coming to Major League Soccer. It seems as though there's a lot more scrutiny now. There's more pressure on everybody involved, from front office staffs to players to coaches. Do you feel that sense as a player?
Not necessarily. I think once we play them on the field, the crowd's going to be pretty energetic, but obviously scrutinizing a bit, and in terms of if you have a bad game, it could be published a little more. But having said that, I feel as though us as a team is going to perform well against LA and maybe cover up the fact of individual performances. So, but no, I think it's a great thing for the league. I think it's brought great media coverage, and I'm looking forward to that first game playing against them, whether it's here or in LA.
So does that overall spotlight, do you think, around the league, not only when you're just playing LA, but around the league, do you think that puts a little bit more pressure on all involved?
I think so. I mean, from what I'm hearing, they're going to start showing games over in Asia. It's going to give us more coverage, and when you have more coverage like that, there's going to be more people to maybe pat you on the back or sort of throw you under the bus, and I think that a league like MLS needs that type of exposure. You know, we need to start being held accountable for what we do well and what we don't, and come back and coming here, we're definitely going to get a feel for that.
All right, we make you commissioner of Major League Soccer for one day. You're allowed to make one policy change. What would it be?
I think the policy would build a retractable dome stadium here in Houston, just like how I've seen Minute Maid Park, I think, is like that, and where the Texans play. So I think that would be my policy change for the day. But until then, I think we're going to have to bear the heat and keep Robertson as our home, and we love playing there. All
right, Richard. Welcome to Houston, and thanks for being on the program today.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
All right. Thanks, Richard. Now it's time for the red card segment, and this is a tough one to give out. We give it out to Sheffield United, we give it out to Watford, and we give it out to Charlton Athletic. Those three teams were relegated in the English Premier League. Now, it's tough to kind of come down on them, but I'll tell you, there's tons of broken hearts surrounding those three teams. And as someone who trained at Sheffield United in the 80s, I can tell you the history of that club is huge, and there are some serious tears being shed. Those are the red cards: Charlton, Watford, and Sheffield United. Top of the pops for Ryan Giggs and Manchester United, who won their 9th Premiership title, despite a season-ending 1-0 loss to West Ham United. The celebration was still on at Old Trafford. Edwin van der Sar and company celebrating the storied English League club's 9th Premiership title, and this Saturday they go for the double in the FA Cup final against Chelsea. But at the other end of the table, it was a tough week all around for historic club Sheffield United. United in the 1-1 draw with Wigan took it on the chin and will also be out of the English Premier League. All right, now coming up on the Dynamo Soccer Report, we're going to check in on the Free Kick Masters tournament that'll come here in December, featuring world stars like Ronaldinho. And by the way, There may be a few Houston Dynamo participating in that free kick event for $1 million. Also, when we come back, Joseph Nguyen will join me, acquired from the Columbus Crew, and we'll see how he plans on affecting the Houston Dynamo.